To meet a Catholic sister is to be inspired. Events around the country shining the light on the ministry of women religious were held last month, celebrating National Catholic Sisters Week, honoring the nation's 45,000 plus women religious and the sisters before them who founded schools and hospitals. Sisters who were and continue to be missionaries, contemplatives, activists, and spiritual leaders. Locally, the Sisters of St. Joseph of Springfield held 2 events to bring their message to areas of the diocese who may not be as familiar with their mission. The Sisters of St. Joseph are taking the words of Pope Francis to heart.
Pope Francis said, get out of where you are and go to where other people are. Meet your neighbors.
I'm Gary.
Last month, in honor of National Catholic Sisters Week, the sisters held 2 meet and greet sessions in the diocese.
There are no strangers in our world, only neighbors we've yet to meet, and so we gather on this fine day.
The meet and greets were organized by Sisters of St. Joseph Natalie Kane and Dorothy Pilkington. It's the 3rd year in a row that these women religious headed out to St. Thomas Parish in Palmer, where they were attending Mass and inviting parishioners to a luncheon afterwards, all in an effort to reintroduce themselves and their mission.
And we're at a time when people don't know us anymore, or they remember who we were a long time ago. And as we're getting older and the church is growing, it's my intention really to help people to say that we're all one church, and so for people to know, for one thing, who the sisters are and were is part of their history as much as it is our history.
It's a wonderful learning experience for us, and it helps us to know so much more about our brothers and sisters in other parts of the state where we have never had a mission. And not having a mission here and meeting the people and the welcome that Sister Natalie and I have gotten since last year till now, we've really become part of their family.
St. Thomas parishioner Matthew Smith went to Catholic schools growing up, and he says he was taught by sisters during a time when many wore habits. He was interested in learning now how times have changed for these women religious and all about their current ministries.
Their focus on social justice and really bringing neighbors together to bring everyone closer to God. It's really terrific work, and it's subtle and it's understated, and it's probably not really well recognized, but it's so important.
Parishioner Christy Kupiec-Fox brought her son Owen to the meet and greet, learning all about the history of the Sisters of St. Joseph.
You always think of them just in the habit, not doing anything more. They're actually out there with their hands getting dirty and trying to make the world a better place.
On a separate weekend, a meet and greet brunch was held at St. Agnes Parish in Dalton.
It's obvious if you bring Sisters of St. Joseph from all over the diocese, it's just a party ready to happen.
Several retired Sisters of St. Joseph attended. They shared their stories of serving as educators in the Berkshire Catholic schools. And even now in retirement, they are involved in hospice work, pastoral ministry, and social justice causes.
There's also a presence of our charism in the sense that we are here to serve, and we're here to enjoy that wonderful gift God gave us to be a part of people's lives, that if we can be of service, if we can be of an influence in any way, we're glad to be a presence here.
Sister Barbara Fye, a retired teacher, says she really enjoyed meeting the young people at her table.
They were delightful. I had the best table. I'm primarily an English teacher, taught at St. Joe, and so we talked books, talked ambitions, talked schools.
And students like 10th grader Jonna Looney were excited to speak to the sisters and learn about their lives.
So I met Sister Barbara. She's a really lovely woman, and I learned that she taught English for many years, and she loves helping kids. And I learned all about some of the kids in my group. she actually knew their parents when they went to school, so it was very interesting.
In this informal setting, those at the gathering got a chance to bond over brunch and books, learning that sisters are actually real people too.
I know that when I was younger, I thought it was more of like far away, like I heard about nuns, but I wasn't really sure like who they were or what they did. But as I've gotten older, I think that they're really definitely real people, and they laugh and joke just like all of us, and but they do really wonderful things for our community, and I think it's really amazing what they do.
National Catholic Sisters Week is a branch of the National Catholic Sisters Project based at Alverno College in Milwaukee and is supported by a grant from the Conrad Hilton Foundation.